Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and this is brilliant. This is another of those puzzles where lines have been repurposed for a second purpose as well as their main function. That's why the thermos are blue. We'll get to that in a moment, but first of all, I would like to advertise to you the hunt on Patreon, the linked Sudoku challenge for the month. We are still getting hundreds of entries every day, which is fabulous. People are saying they've enjoyed the challenge a lot. Not too tricky, but a little harder than last month, but not too hard. And thank you very much for all the complimentary words about it. Lots of people also saying that they're enjoying the 500k app. So that is available if you go to Cracking the Cryptic on any of App Store, Steam or Android. Search for that, and you can download the free app with the free 500k pack, and then you can get Domino Sudoku as well. So loads of apps available, all on the links under the video, and there's also all of our merchandise, etc. Still problems with the store click-through on the merch on YouTube for some reasons. Trying to get that sorted out, and it's difficult. Anyway, we will be looking today at this puzzle called Duality by Riff Clown. And duality because the lines have dual purpose, as well as being thermos, so that numbers must increase from the bulb to the tip. They are also region sum lines, which mean that they have equal sums for each box the line passes through. So those three must add up to the same total as those two, for instance, which is an intriguing combination of rule sets there. Never seen that before. Really like the idea, and I'm looking forward to having a go at this. Do try it yourself. The video length will probably give you a clue how difficult it is. Obviously, normal Sudoku rules apply, 1 to 9 in every row, column and box. I didn't mention that, but enough of that. I am going to reset my clock and start. Let's get cracking. So it's probably about these. Is this definitely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? No, it's definitely not. For some reason I thought 1, 2, 3 equaled 9 and then 4, 5 equals 9. That's absolutely not true. Right, what do we have on these lines? These three have to add up to at least 6. These two somewhere between, I don't know, maybe that's not the place to start. I suppose it's a daft place to start. It's a middling length line. Let's look at this one. Yes, this is better. Okay, and we've got this 6. Right. Right, the minimum total for 5 different digits, and these must be different, they're all in the same box, is 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these two cells have to add up to at least 15 to make this region sum line work. Now, they could add up to 15, 16 or 17, but in that case they are only using digits from 6, 7, 8, 9, and that's not 6. Sorry, I've just edited out a little cut there because I hadn't got numlock pressed and took you to see my solve of today's New York Times crossword, which you don't want to see today, and it would have spoilers. So anyway, yes, given that these have to add up to at least 15, and given thermo rules, that's 7 or 8, that's 8 or 9. They do add up to 15, 16 or 17. And that means that this line here has to have at least 1 and 2 on it. There's no way of getting 5 different digits to add up to even as many as 17 without using 1 and 2. Now you could miss 3 and have 4, 5, 6 here. So this is 3 or 4. This is 4 or 5. I don't believe it could be 6, because 6 and 7 and 2 and 1 would be 16, and that would take it up to 9 or 20. So I'm going to put 5, 6 or 7 there by thermo rules. Now what's that giving us? A 1, 2 pair here. Those two digits are going to have to be in those two cells in this box. They can't be on the same thermo. What about this one then, this 6 cell line? So its last, I mean, but even, okay, by thermo rules, the last digit is 7, 8 or 9. It can't possibly be a 5 because it's 6 cells long, and that's a 6. So 7, 8 or 9 there. Now again, these have to add up to at least 10. By Sudoku, by thermo rules, this is at least 5. Now they have to add up to at least 12, because 5, 7 is the minimum continuation of the thermo. So these add up to at least 12 and at most 17. But that doesn't mean I can put a 1 in the bulb. 1, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I suppose that's possible. Okay, I'm not. In fact, maybe that could even be a 6. Might have a 7, 8, 9 triple. Now, what about this? This can't be a 5, because then I would get this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I finally worked out is not a region sum fulfillment, because 1, 2, 3 add to 6, 4, 5 add to 9. So that can't be a 5. So again, it's higher than 5. That is a 7, 8, 9 triple. One of these two is a 7. I don't know. Is that useful? If this was a 7, then this pair adds up to 13 or 12. There are a couple of ways of doing that. 1, 2, 4, 5 would be 12. 1, 3, 4, 5 would be 13 at least. Now what about this line? If this is... Maybe I also have to think about what the most these can add up to is. Is that right? No, because they could add up to quite high numbers. If they were 3, 4, 5, that would be 12. Oh, hang on though. They can't be 1, 2, 3 or 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm beginning to see now. By thermo, that is 4, 5, 6 or 7 or 8. So these add up to at least 11. Now what's that telling us about these? It means that this can't be 3 or 4. This is now going to have to be at least 5 to get this total up to 11 or more. So that's 5, 6 or 7 by thermo then. Now this is now 6, 7 or 8. Now the total is at least 13. Now I'm starting to wonder about the most we can get here. I don't know. It's not obvious to me how this gets narrowed down. Am I missing something big here? I probably am. What's going on? I'm looking at the other lines. I'm wondering if that line has to be the same as this one. Is it this 7, 8, 9 triple? I don't see what else that does. These are all obviously low, so that's not... There has to be a 7 in one of these. Is one of them unable to be... if this was a 7 now, this would be a 7, 6 pair. Oh, and that's lovely. This couldn't add up to 13. The maximum they could be now is 3, 4, 5. If that was a 7, if this was a 7, these would be 7, 6, 7 here. This at most could be 3, 4, 5, which isn't enough. So that's not a 7. So this is a 7. Now that narrows down the thermo possibilities quite severely. 7 and 5. 7 and 5 is not possible because the only two ways of making up 12 in different digits need either a 5 or a 6 in, which wouldn't work on the thermo. If this was 7, 5, these couldn't be 1, 2, 3, 6 or 1, 2, 4, 5. So that is a 6. So that's not a 6. Now these two add up to at least 15. This can't be a 5. I think we kind of worked that out before. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is possible. to be 15 and 15. Now these are definitely 13. So 1, 3, 4, 5. In fact, yes, these digits are selected from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which add up to 15. Which one do we remove to make it 13 is the 2. So it is 5, 4, 3, 1. Right. Now this can't begin with a 1. This can't be 2 or 3. Ooh, this is getting quite narrowed down. These have to add up to at least 12. But these are between 15 and 17. If that was a 6, yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 still works. I haven't ruled that out. If this added up to more than 15, if it was 16, say, that would need a 7 here. How are you going to get to 16? You can't. 4, 5, 6. If that's a 7. Sorry, if this... Okay, it can't be 7, 9 making 16. That much I'm saying. Because then 4, 5, 6 is the maximum here, which isn't enough. Can it be 8, 9? Because that would allow this to be a 7. And then you could have 6, 2 or 5, 3 up there. Wow, so we're not done yet. There are 2 possibilities. 3. I mean, this can't add up to 16. There must be an 8 in one of those 2. It's either 8, 9 or 7, 8, which is a bit of a weird... It's actually virtually a coincidence. Right, what else can we do then? If we can't decide this line, I don't think, well, I suppose this one has some of the same issues as this one. Those have to add up to at least 6. No, this has to be at least 4, so these have to add up to at least 9. And that's going to require this one to be at least 4. 2, 3, 4 would do that. But now this has to be at least 5, and these have to add up to at least 11. This is sort of it. It's a kind of iterative process, I think. Once these have to add up to at least 11, this can't be 4 anymore. It's going to have to be at least 5. Now these add up to at least 13 with 6 and 7. And 5 won't cut it anymore because 3, 4, 5 is only 12. That's how it works with these 5-cell lines. So now these add up to at least 14. No, this becomes 5 isn't enough. So this must be at least a 6. Is that where I got to? If these were 6, 7, it doesn't work because those could be at maximum 3, 4, 5. And that's only going to get worse with any 6 and any other digit. So this is at least a 7. Wow. So it's actually exactly the same pattern as there here. Probably the same pattern as there. We're now adding up to at least 15. So this digit can't be a 5. It could be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 6 is the minimum. 6 or 7 there. This is 4, 5 or 6 is probably right. What is it? 15, 7, 11. I don't think 4 will work actually. You just can't get up to 15 using a 4 here. 3, 4, 7 would be the maximum. So actually that's true there as well. And this then 2, 3, 4 or 5. I'm going to say that. Oh, no, it can't be 5 because that would take us up to 18. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's weird working out those restrictions. Right, well it can't be 5. If it's 5 or 6, we know which it is. It is 5. Now, has that... We're talking about a minimum sum for these of 13, which is wrong, and a maximum of 16. 16 is the maximum. So this can't be an 8. Wow, that's how to do it. And that must apply up here as well. Oh no, it doesn't, because I couldn't restrict that down. That could still be a 6. So 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 would work there. Anyway, it works down here thanks to that 6. So I get a 6 here. These, we're looking for 15 or 16, and we're starting with 11. That's got to be a 4. And this has to be an 8, and that is a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 one. Oh, it's so strange. Right, 7 there looks across at this. Now, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1, that is 18, which is too much. Oh, so I could have put a 3 in here, could I? 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. I think I added that up to be 17 earlier, dumbly. So I think that has to be a 3. And now we're looking at a maximum of 17, which would be 9, 8 here, or a minimum of 15, which would be 8, 7, and the intermediate possibility is also there. Right, 1, 2, 3, or 6 here. Now look at this digit. This has got interesting. This sees 1, 2, 3, 6, 4, 5. That is 7 or 8. This is 8 or 9. This is 1 or 2 to make the thermo work. No, to make the equal sum line work. This can't be 8 or 9 or 6 or 7 or 5. And it's on the bulb. Oh, yeah, that's quite unexciting, actually. But there's an 8, 9 pair in this box that I hadn't seen. So that's a 7. So this adds up to 15 or 16. So these add up to 9 or 10. And they're either 4, 5 or 4, 6. And that becomes a 4. I'll do this one step at a time if I have to. Right, this can't, in the box, this can't be either of 8, 9, or 6, or 7. In the column, it can't be 4. By thermo, it can't be 1, so it's 2, 3, or 5. Now, the minimum digit is a 3 here. Maximum is an 8. 3, 6, 7, or 8. This is such a strange puzzle to me. 5 and 6 must be in those cells. I don't know what bit I meant to be looking at next. Oh, 4 in this box. How about that? We can place 4. Here it is. Then 4 in this box. Then 4's in one of those two. That could be a 4. Now these haven't got hamstrung anymore. 16 there. No, that doesn't. Yeah, but 15 does. Okay, I worked out there is an 8 on that pair. Right. What about these two? This can't be... No, I don't know. There has to be a 7 in one of those two by Sudoku. If that was a 7, this would be 1 or 2, this would be 8 or 9. That looks possible. Two, 7, 9. Whatever this digit is going in here. That's the only place it can go in the box. And it's going here. I'm gonna... Oh no, that's if it was that digit. That's okay, that conclusion is rubbish. Oh, come on, Mark. What's going on here? Across the middle, we've got this 8, 9 pair, 7, 4, 6, 5. This is a naked 2. Sees that 8, 9 pair and 4, 5, 6, 7 across the middle. Sees 1, 3 in the column. So that is a 2. That's not a 2. Hasn't really changed these possibilities, I don't think. I can't add up to 7. It's changed them a fraction. This is 1 or 3 as well, which might be interesting here, although it doesn't seem like it. This one can't be, sorry about the drilling, 4, 5 or 6. So it could be 2, 3, 7 or 8, which is a lot of possibilities, annoyingly. And this could be anywhere between 3 and 9, I reckon. Oh no, look, this can't be a 3. With those possibilities, let's check they're right. It can't be 4, 5, 6. It has to be more than 1. And it can't be a 9 on the thermo. 2, 3, 7, 8 are the only possibilities. None of those would allow 3 to be here, because the region sum line would forbid that from being 7 or 8. And the thermo forbids it from being 2 or 3. So that makes this a 1, which is beautiful. So this is 3. It's got to be a 5 above it. Then we get 8 here. That makes this a 7, which doesn't fix this line, but it fixes this one. That's a 6. That's a 5. This now adds up to 13, 14 or 15, but 15's the minimum, so in it goes. That line is the same as that line, but if you work that out at the start, I'd love to know how you did it. I couldn't. 2, 3, 9 there. Now this region sum basis can't be 4, so that's a 3, 2, oh sorry, I'm in the wrong mode. 3 there, 2 there, 3, 9 pair. Now that's become a 1. That's 8 or 9, so 3 in the row goes there. This is a 2 in the box. This is a 1, 5, 8 triple. I think we might have done all the tough stuff, and it probably wasn't that tough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 in this column is there, right? So that gives us the 1 here. That's a 7, 9 pair now. That's 5 or 6, so we can place 8. That's become a 9. 16 versus 10 plus 6. 2, 4, 3, 6, 5, and 9. Briefly, we get a chance to pop into beast mode, I think. We get a 3 at the bottom, we get 9 and 2 at the top, a 7, 8 pair that I can't resolve. Then let's have, we haven't done this though. Right, by Sudoku, that can only be 2 or 4 now, and this 5, 6 or 7. I'm also using thermo rules, but now this can't be as 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8, but it must be at least 7 as a total, so that's 9. Oh, I don't know whether that's 2, 7 or 4, 5, but it fixes 3, 9. Now surely we can do these, 1 and 2, 4, 5, 6 triple here. That's a 2, 8, 9 triple across there. That's become a 4. It's a 4, 5, 9. I was going to say arrow, but obviously it's a region sum line thermo, which is so different from an arrow, although it's doing the same function. 5, don't know about the 1, 8 pair down here. 1, 3, 6, I can do the 3, that's an I-wing. There we go, and just a few digits left to finish off now. 8, 2, 8, 7, 7, 6. And that's a lovely puzzle. Yes, I would change the first letter of the puzzle title to a Q to describe what I thought of that puzzle. Very good indeed, Riff Clown. We've done Riff Clown a couple of times now on the channel. Well, by which I mean actually 5 or 6. And this one was an absolute pleasure. Really clever stuff and a lovely solve from a simple idea executed beautifully. Thanks for watching as always, and we really hope to see you tomorrow on the channel again. Bye for now.